It is time for more Timberborn. Oh yes, hey, welcome in and congrats on being first cat. How's your day been? I've had, a rather uneventful day. I just kind of woke up, ate that stuff, and then I had to house sit for hours because my family was gone and they were expecting multiple packages, and like most of them are fine, right? Like normally you get like a small package, they can just either throw it like in the paper bin or something like that and you just pick it out. The issue was that like some of our neighbors, they are celebrating some birthday there, it's actually not important what exactly, but they wanted to gift like a surprise gift basically, and that gift was like 20 kilograms heavy, and yeah, somebody had to actually be there and receive that one, and I can't actually hear it while I'm streaming, so yeah, that's why I'm streaming like 2 hours later than I actually wanted to. Actually, almost 3 hours later, so I don't know, that's just how life happens. Anyway, because we're starting really freaking late. Yo, Rosie, welcome in. How's your day been? I hope you're looking forward to more beavers. Anyway, because I am starting so late, I'm just gonna jump straight into the game in just a second. Let me pause the music and jump back in. Give me the full screen. This is the wrong... I should have prepared the full screen. This is, by the way, the wrong one. That's the right one. Perfect. Anyway, last time we did a lot of stuff relating to terraforming. Mainly, we didn't actually terraform, but we did like the whole construction. Wait, you ate too many cherries? Rip to that. We used to have like a cherry tree like in the garden, if I recall correctly. Was it? No, wait. Did we? Am I misremember? Am I gaslighting myself into believing that we had like a cherry tree in the garden? I know we had like multiple fruit trees in the garden that all died over time. I don't actually know if like a cherry was like part of it. I just remember that they used to eat like a lot of cherries, and I, as a kid, didn't like cherries, so I don't know. You forgot to check the VOD? Yeah, it happens. You know, as always, we have like the VOD channel that is also timestamped, so you can actually find the break real quick if you're doing it like that. Anyway... but yeah, otherwise I'm doing great, except for the fact like Germany has been hit by like the most massive of heat waves, right? Yesterday we had like over 40 degrees where I live, and like obviously weather report told us like 40 degrees, but like we had like a thermometer standing outside in the shade, and it was like 43, 44 degrees Celsius, and that was just people were dying outside basically. It was so crazy. Like we have like one of those big windows that you can use like as a door basically, and that one was open, and like inside of the house was already kind of cooking. It was like 30 degrees inside the house, like way too warm, and then you get closer to that window because there's like no window or anything, so there's just like this wall of heat that you can kind of step into. But yeah, you ate some great ice cream, neat. Strawberries, nice, even nicer. I completely agree, like imported strawberries, like you're explicitly talking about Finnish ones, but even talking about German ones, like they're a lot nicer if you can get them locally. And also, vanilla ice cream and some strawberries in there, delicious, like one of my favorite ways to eat ice cream. And also you're obsessed with another book. How's the book? And what's the book about? While we are kind of preparing here for Timberborn. Anyway, last time I ended after one of the bad water cycles, so we have to flush it all out in just a moment. We also built like a lot of, bad water power, I'm gonna call it. Also, I don't know what it is with like this game. I'm gonna check something. VSync is on. Why is my graphics card overheating? Let me recalibrate it for just a moment, because it's running at like 100% fan speed, and I don't feel like it needs to. Like I have a software in the background that kind of controls it, but sometimes you need to reset that one. Maybe that helps, just because I can hear, like if I can hear the fan through everything, then I am getting kind of annoyed. Neat. Project Hail Mary, okay. You will tell me nothing and I will read it? Sure. You know, that's actually funny. Jumper actually kinda invited me to a book club. Like a month ago, and like that was actually supposed to happen like, I don't know, like a week or two ago. First of all, I've still not read the book because I'm terrible without deadlines. I need deadlines, otherwise I cannot focus on stuff. It's like, no, boy, like, that was like the last message, like, over a month ago, was like, yeah, we are probably going to talk about this book, like, at the end of June, and nothing happened, so, I don't know, got out scot-free, didn't even have to read. Ah, yes, just as intended. But, yeah, I really need to read some more, I don't know, it just doesn't fit into my schedule that well, right? Like, so, this is, like, one of the reasons why I really like reading manga. Especially, like, I tend to read, like, a lot of slice of life stuff. I can read, like, a chapter or two and then stop, right? I don't need, like, the continuous story. I can't really do that with a book. Like, if I want to pick up a book, I need to sit down for, like, an hour to get into it, and then I'm gonna read for, like, 8 to 10 hours, because otherwise, I'm going to take, like, another 1 or 2 hours to get into it. Just because, like, books, they tend to have, like, more of, like, an initial investment to get, like, really into it. And like manga, you can just, I don't know, I can read a chapter, I can put it down, I don't care. It's like something I do like when I go to the bathroom, basically. And it's just like something to keep your mind busy. But yeah, books, it's definitely something I just need to sit down for. Like there's this one book that I just know because of a meme. Called, what was it called? Like House of Leaves or something like that. I should actually look at it because I got it. But basically, I've wanted to read that because there's like this one meme that always pops up because of a mystery that happens inside of that book, and I kind of want to read about it because, like, I only read through like the first chapter, and it's definitely quite a read, but you know, I gotta sit down for like 8 hours. It's what mangas do I like? I mean, I have quite a list. I would have to put stuff out there at some point. Nausicaa from the Valley of the Wind is one of your favorite book series in general. Okay. Never heard about it, I have to say. But yeah, like with manga, it's mainly the whole thing that sometimes I read like stuff with story, but then you again have like kind of the issue that you kind of have to get invested into stuff. But most of the time, I just like to read some more slice of life kind of stuff where I can just get into like a chapter. If it gets like one update a month, I don't really care about it. I can just read the newest chapter. Oftentimes, I don't really need to know like too much what has happened prior to that, right? I can just at most go like 1 or 2 chapters back and like reread those if there's like some connection that I'm missing and just continue. But yeah, like I'm gonna have to put like a list down at some point, I feel like, because I am struggling to put something out on the spot. The Ghibli guy? Okay. It kind of makes sense. I am not really a Ghibli guy. There's a movie vaguely inspired by it? Yeah. I mean, I also have like the issue with like movies, like TV shows or like especially YouTube videos. Like I can just watch them, but like when I want to watch a movie, I have to sit down for like 90 minutes and really focus, because otherwise I feel like the movie's wasted. With like TV, especially like modern TV, that's kind of built as like a second monitor content. I'm fine with just watching it on a second monitor, but if I want to watch a movie, I have to sit down. You also don't like the movies? Like I remember watching like they also were like kind of popular in Germany, even when I was like a kid. They sometimes just ran in the evening, and I remember watching Spirited Away like once or twice as a kid, and I was so freaking scared of like that one big guy that just ate everyone, and that gave me like night terrors basically. That was basically it. I don't know, but it was certainly something. Oh, you don't like movies? Okay, I kind of misread that one. That's fine. I'm kind of trying to remember what the last movie was that I saw. Yeah, Spirited Away was definitely terrifying. And Princess Mononoke? That was also Ghibli, right? I just remember that it was like art style wise similar. And like my sister always wanted to watch that, but like again, like when I was like 6 and there was like this weird board that got like all the worms coming out of it. Also, like, that was, like, I definitely had nightmares after that. Yeah, but it's like animated, so it's fine for, like, 6-year-olds, clearly. Like, I really like animated movies back then, but, yeah. Like, back then we had, like, the tradition where, like, once a week, we as a family would watch a movie after 8 p.m. because we had like in free TV we always had like a cartoon generally running at like 8:15 every single day, and like once a week, like on Fridays, we would generally watch it. It was like a prime time thing. I think they also had like something on Wednesday, but I might be mixing up stuff with that one. I also remember like Stargate used to run on Wednesdays, and that was like one of the days I was allowed to stay up late comparatively, obviously like during a school week. You at least watch like the first episode, like back when I was like around 11ish. So I think there's like I bet that they aren't as scary now, and they might actually be really amazing movies. Yeah, still movies. I have to sit down for like 2 hours. Like, when do I have time for that? That's like my issue. Like, I can play so many hours. Like, sometimes when I get like absorbed, I can do something on the side. Like, I have been playing so much Oxygen Not Included, for example, in the background when I'm not streaming. Just like between being busy, basically. I've actually passed the 1,000 hour mark. And like, it's always the thing of like, I'm sitting down for like 30 minutes. I have like an alarm set for 30 minutes. Then after 30 minutes, I'm saying, just one more cycle, just one more cycle. And then suddenly it's like midnight. So yeah. Anyway. Having talked about movies, how about we talk more about this game for just a moment? Afterwards, we can go back to movie talk once I'm kind of starting, because I'm just paused here and I hate being paused for so long. Anyway, last time we were here, my goal for today is to terraform this island over here. I have like some ideas what I want to do, mainly because obviously my current problem is that the bad water tides, they kinda wreck us all the time, as you can see. This little, this little floodgate doesn't actually save us. After some time it just spills over and then everything just gets brackish, and then I'm just opening all the floodgates to kind of flush it through. So how about we run it at like slow speed for now? Like the flushing kind of works, right? It's like actually really quick once it works. The only issue is that, give me a second, wait, I just got like a text that's... I'm gonna have to answer that real quick because it's important. I hope I am not supposed to do something here real quick. Yo, Cassie, welcome in. How's your day been? I'm sorry that I'm currently texting. This is like kind of important. Okay. Don't have to do anything. I just had to make sure a message was sent. Anyway. How did I end up with that much bad water? Yeah, the issue is that like when the tides are kind of long, I feel like last time was like 5 to 6 days. And this just completely filled. And like at some point this just spills. And then you have like this reservoir basically that just gets kind of brackish. And it kind of sucks, you know? So I'm just flushing it. How have we been? You know, surviving the summer heat. Somehow. Wait. I was just in a different mode where the water's see-through. I mean, I have like this button if you're talking about that one. I didn't pay attention to that one. Do not have like this button. Did I push something that made it see-through just now? Anyway, this is how it looks like. CSC? Yeah, that's a great nickname. Anyway, now that I am done with texting, let's just let this all flush. So my idea for today is I want to improve this island over here. I kind of want to have like a perimeter around here where I can just completely ignore the water. Ideally, I want to have it all flow this direction. Maybe I have to blow up some stuff over here. Yeah, to really have it flow cleanly. And then I want to use the, what they're called, water dumps, fluid dumps. And use those to irrigate like some land, so. I get it, Cat just wants everyone to read that Project Hail Mary. Oh, I get why I can see the water now, because when I open any sort of menu, then it's automatically toggled. Interesting. Huh. Anyway. Let's see, this should be getting better. Contamination is down to 15%. Yeah, should all be running. You also opened? Yeah, nice. You should probably do that, yeah. I mean, I do like experiences that are best blind, you know? It's just, you know, sitting down for them it can sometimes be a struggle, right? Anyway, we have like all the resources, like the main reason why I'm even thinking about it. Like we have a decent amount of water. We can kind of fill the storage, but obviously because we have like a decent amount of beavers. By the way, a lot of them are actually sick because, yeah, we don't have like enough dandelions for the most part. Did I remove those resources and never plant the dandelions? That might be the issue here. Where do we have dandelions? Because like they obviously get sick because we don't use any bridges. We will never use any bridges. Bridges are overrated. We can just swim through the brackish water. And it's going to be fine. It's definitely not a health and safety hazard. So anyway, last time we were starting to stockpile like a lot of dynamite with like almost 300 explosives. We have 350 extract. That should make this all a lot easier. We also have like one of those dirt drills. We have like 62 dirt in here, maybe. Don't have like a storage for dirt. Oh, I have this one, yeah. Dirt is going to be quite an issue to fill everything in. Nothing could ever go wrong if you swim in human waste. I agree. I mean, you know, it came from humans, so it has to be safe for humans. Clearly. Anyway, now the question is, how do I want to flatten this all? So my idea is actually, and I don't know if this is like a great idea. You can't just start with my name. The idea is to basically... True, beavers are not humans. I know that, for I am a regular human. So I would never confuse that, you know? Anyway, like my idea is to flatten this a little bit out. I don't know if I want to have like 2 layers. Like I don't know which height I want to use. The issue obviously is that we have like some waterfalls over here. So we probably have to compare it to like this height. But anyway, like I'm going to use like this whole stuff, then outside of it all I'm going to build like a dam. Like a massive, or like all the levees. So like the water can kind of go around it. And we are kind of a little bit lower, I would say. It's probably cheaper than filling everything with dirt, just because I don't have that much dirt. But that's a secret to everyone. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I should start with the wooden parts. You know what? I actually have another idea. Landscaping. Where are they? A sluice? We should be able to build sluices, and we have like enough research points. With the sluice gate, we can automate the whole situation here. My idea is to kind of build like a wall around here. Is that a decent place? Maybe we can build it like kinda more natural and like follow the you know, the path the river takes, and then just let clean water in every once in a while that we can still pump. We should probably have like bigger, like maybe we should deepen this reservoir over here. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I should just start. You know what? That's actually not too bad of an idea. This is all died, that's fine. We are going to remove a lot of stuff here. Wait, once I find it. I hate that there are no shortcuts for this. Demolish resources. These ones, I don't care about you. That should be fine. How many vacancies do we have? 44, right? Oh, we need more beavers. We had so many more beavers, actually. Huh. Also, we need something to help these sick ones, because we only have like 30-ish workers currently. I don't know if they are... no, wait, they are removed from the list. So I have like 57, and then you have 20 more adults that are contaminated, to my understanding. There's some rubble, that's fine. Of dandelions? Why do you have dandelions as rubble? No storage available? Maybe I should get like a small dandelion storage somewhere here. I mean, yeah. I mean, I hate all of those, you know? At least half of them. They're all terrible. Let's... I have an idea. I'm going to destroy this potato. Also going to speed up the game again. We have slowed down enough. And I'm going to build like a small storage house. Yep, over here. And I'm just going to store all the dandelions. Build this one first. Obtain. And you're going to store dandelions. Perfect. Also, we have like maple over here, right? Yeah. And we have like a bakery that I started last time. That's probably not doing too much. Mainly because we don't actually have the workers. We have like some of the materials. Like we are just, you know, hauling everything around. Can't imagine I'm feeling that way about beavers. I'm not feeling that way about beavers. I'm just feeling about that way about like certain beavers that are sometimes stuck in the water and are just being rude, okay? I'm not, you know, inferring this quality onto every single beaver, but, you know, you have to say, some beavers might be rude. Every once in a while, at least. Let's combine this. And I'm going to chop all of those trees here. Just to get rid of them. I technically don't really... Okay, I might need some logs currently, just because I've been using so many recently. I'm just gonna place some here. Worst case, I'm going to destroy it. How long have I been playing this game? I used to play this game like 4 years ago when it first came out, before the first update. And I've only been starting like 2 weeks ago, I think I started streamed once, and last week I streamed once, so we are like... I wanna say like 7-8ish hours into the game now. Beavers have never done anything wrong? Maybe. But you couldn't prove that. I recently... Okay, this is like a unrelated story, but like... recently, my... in my Pathfinder campaign, like my players recently had to crawl through a cave that had like a little bit of water flowing through it. And like it ended up in basically a lake, and it was just like a mud puddle at that point. And I completely forgot that I had to give a reason why there would just be a... Like why the lake had dried up at some point. So they were basically climbing through the tunnel further up and just following like this little, you know, this little bit of water. And then I reached at the top and was like, there has to be a reason. Why did that lake dry up? And I was like, you know what, beavers. I'm just gonna put like 1 million beavers here. Then we had beavers there. And this is like where we ended the last session, which was kind of funny because I had to think about that because I've been playing so much Timberborn. Anyway... We really need... Oh, 33. Maybe? You know what? Maybe we should increase the medicine production. How much medicine do we have? I have like a little bit. That should help. Water's being pumped. That's great. We need to fill up the tank before the next bad water event. Because obviously, like, the droughts aren't actually the biggest problem. Like, the bad water's mainly a problem because it gets so many beavers sick. And afterwards, look at that. Like, more than half of our population doesn't do stuff currently. Yeah, I definitely have to fix this. Somehow. I mean, the first thing that we could do, and it was probably the easiest thing that we can do, is to expand the path over here. Right, I have like an idea how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put like some stairs down here, and then we are going to build like a higher... Where is it? Triple floodgates? Nah, you know what? I'm gonna use the sluices. I'm already going to use them. Just here, here, and here. All of those 4. Then we could put some... Oh wait, those are dams. I want to put some levees on top. Just because sluices are automatable. Okay, we have that one. We might need like another few steps here. Also need to kill like all of these birches that have already died. For obvious reasons. Demolish those. Would be nice to reach that one more easily. I don't actually know if I need to, because I think beavers can build like around this high. I don't know if they can only build like 2 blocks high or 3 blocks high. Either way, they're probably going to do that at some point. Yeah, destroyers. In worst case, I can build like some bridges up here so they can actually reach. I hope. Anyway, I want to do that, and then we will probably do something similar here. The only issue is that we then need to remove this stuff. You know what? That's actually not too bad of an idea. If I block off the water over here, because there's like another higher wall, then we can also use like some sluice gates over here and just, you know, wash down the brackish stuff over here whenever we have like a bad water event. That's probably the wisest thing, then I can stop using the weird gate system that I'm currently using. How do you work? I can also... No, it's open, it's automatic. Close above contamination of 1%, I would say. Easy. Yeah, I've unlocked sluice gates. I mean, they were, you know... I was just too lazy to do this last time, just because I was like so busy with like this system over here. But look at the power. We have like 2,000 power that we are generating here, depending on like the wind mostly. I finally like blocked off like this side so I can use the floodgates and stuff. You know, it's kind of working. And now that everything is clean, we are kind of... Like, the issue still is that we don't have like enough beavers that actually produce stuff. I can see that because we can't actually get enough water right now. You really have to watch the VOD. I mean, you know, things have happened, but like not too many. I mainly just increased like the production over here. It reminds me, are you automatically replacing the maples? Oh, nobody's working here. Yeah, you do. Okay. Just have to check. Yeah, building next materials. You're lacking some. We have enough paper. We just don't have enough dandelions. Can I prioritize those? Probably not, right? Yeah. Wait. I can prioritize them here. Dandelions first. We need those dandelions. And quick. You obviously have nothing to do in range, so I can pause you. We don't need the centrifuge right now. We have like a lot of extract. We have those pumps. Is the explosive factory still running? No, they're both not running. Okay, that's fine. Also not the most important thing to do. Like, I basically just need like some beavers to build so all of the other beavers can, you know, work through the source stuff. Here for a few. Builder's hut doesn't have enough workers. What? Yeah, I said I'd stop soon, but then I played like another 2 hours. You know, it's just how these games work. Anyway, I'm blocking you off and I can already plan for you as well. Now the question is, do I even want to have the water run through here? We could just stop it. This would all get like contaminated over time, but who cares? Issue obviously, this water never gets cleaned, but who cares? Like if I just block this off, all the water would go over here. And while we're at it, we could just deepen this pool. Maybe I should deepen it over here though. Okay, like the issue is I want to deepen it, but if we get like another bad water cycle before I can block this stuff off here, over here, then we are going to be in big trouble. And I would like to not be in big trouble, so how about we do that first? Come on, sluice gates, you can do it. Which depth do I want to have? 90 is probably fine. I kind of want to have this one completely filled with water all the time. So, it's fine. Come on, beavers, you can do it. How many metal blocks do we have? 116. Wait, are you out of work currently? Oh no, you're just full. Okay, how about I lower your priority that for now? Low priority, low priority. I don't actually know if you were there when I talked about like my plans for this playthrough last time. But like my plan is still to get 1,000 beavers. And have them never work and have them like at perfect, you know, health and stuff. Look at them, contamination 35 out of 79. Ah, those are the numbers I want to see. Mainly because I feel like we can probably get all of those going. Especially once we get like some bots going. Let's see. Those poor beavers. Ah, don't worry about them. It's just going to wash right off. Look at that. We started at like 40-ish sick beavers and now we're down to 35. And they clearly never died. Maybe they died of old age, but they didn't die of the sickness. I'm always doing great. Trust me, I do know these games. It's just, you know, the buff you're getting for not using bridges. Because why would you ever use bridges? Go, go, beavers, you can do it. Yeah, I really need like a plan for this one still though. And we should also maybe already start stockpiling some water. So I'm going to put you to 0.9. Same with you. So we are going to run a little bit low on power for a little bit of time. But luckily we have like some batteries over here. And they're working, you know. And we still have like so much in production, right? It's mainly this stuff here. All of those water wheels just constantly running. You rarely play them because they give you the decision anxiety. Okay, here's the thing. I am not the most efficient player when it comes to these things, mainly because I oftentimes try to do things perfectly. Right, but I do like playing those kinds of games, right? Like one of my favorite games ever is like Oxygen Not Included, which is like a 2D version of this. Like it's a 2D ant farm basically, but with like clones. This was really fun, but it's also like more of a physics sandbox in the sense that like a lot of the stuff, instead of like working around you know, drought seasons and stuff, you're mostly working around like temperature and stuff, and like element conversions. It's really interesting. But, you know, they don't have beavers, so... But, like, I've been playing on that, like, one of those saves recently, and I have, like, I don't know, how many hours of playtime? Probably, like, 30 hours of playtime on that save, and I have basically done nothing on there, so... yeah, I can't believe that you just made me play this game. Terrible, I know. I really need... You know what? Maybe I should have put like a log pile over there. That might have been slightly faster, but it's too late now. Look at all those beavers running home. What you doing? Are you the sick one? Oh, okay, you're the sick ones. Are you going inside? What are you doing? I'm gonna follow you. You're just beavering. Yeah, we definitely need more workers. Look at the water. Like, we are really struggling to just produce the water mainly because we have like so many people who are currently not able to work because we need more dandelions, and dandelions need like 6 cycles to be harvested in total. Okay. But they're already starting, so we're like 3 cycles in. Okay. Gatherer flag, please prioritize dandelions. Not that there is anything else going on in this area. But, you know, it's going to work. You're watching too much Outer Wilds still? I mean, yeah, Outer Wilds definitely that kind of experience. But, yeah. I would at least like to have, like, this levy going up rather soon. But, yeah. Bad tide again. Okay. The issue is... this has to go up before the bad tides hit. Absolutely. And then we kind of need to fix this area over here. That shouldn't actually be too hard, because if I... okay, I need to have a pathway over here soon. So I'm gonna do that like this, and then I want to have stairs down here, because I'm going to remove the dam over here, or like the levees. And build some more over here. To kind of close up this cave. Can I not? Okay, I can. That should actually save us from here, and I can open this one up, and then everything should be fine. Why are you spreading around? Oh, probably because the water's filled, because not as much can flow through here anymore, I'm guessing. Something like it. I mean, it's flooding just slightly, that's fine, no? Who cares about the flooding? It's fine, it's clean water. Now, if only those could grow a little bit faster. I mean, we are like 60%. That's fine. Trust. It's we are going to have like a lot fewer sick people next time. I just realized something. Yeah. That obviously is an issue. How much water do I have inside of here? 1.7. Wait, what? Is there like a little puddle down there? Where's the greatest depth that's deep? I am kind of confused here. You should still be running. Wait, I said... oh, okay, wait. Need to have this one flushing through here. That's the issue. Obviously, like this whole water, it's like not the worst thing. It just kind of sucks that it's here with the dandelions. I'm going to lower this a little bit so the water can push all of the bad stuff out of here before all of the dandelions die. I just put levees. Okay, here's the thing. I have like a plan for this stuff. But it's okay because I just want the water flowing through here, because obviously this water also can flow through here. It's just a lot easier if I'm doing it this way. Because, like, again, I want to terraform this whole area later on anyway. I have a plan, don't worry about it. But yeah, I just put levees there. Okay, this should be going now. Can I slowly raise the level here? Maybe to like 0.85. I just need enough water, okay? You're all pumping. Okay, I need a better pump, by the way. I would like to get like a large water pump. And I do have the right planks for that now, right? Yeah. So it's actually worth it to get that stuff. The issue obviously being that I need to build like a platform somewhere here. Yeah, I guess I do have to build a platform. Okay, I can do that. Wait a second, it's in the pathways. 3 of those, and then we can put the large water pump on top. Yes, we're gonna unlock that one. Just because it should be so much faster. Like currently we're struggling with like the speed actually. And also like the haulers getting all of this stuff out of there. Maybe I need more haulers. That's probably going to be less of an issue once like all the beavers aren't sick anymore. But for now it is. So. You've built that stuff. Now I also need a pathway over here so you can actually work on it. Ideally, I want to remove this levee over here at some point. It's just important that we keep like all the bad water over here so it doesn't ruin the harvest over here. Would be nice. Food, luckily, okay, it's actually also an issue. Like before this wave, where we didn't have like sick beavers everywhere, we were actually more than fine when it came to resources. What are we up to this weekend? I mean, I'm playing Pathfinder on Friday. Saturday I'm gonna need to rest, and Sunday it's going to be more Zelda, I guess. Kinda locked in that stream already. I'm gonna see what else I can do like on Saturday, like when it comes to just relaxation. Probably just reading. I mean, that's a good choice. I really need to, you know, make time to just read at some point. It's just such a struggle for me sometimes. Also, I kind of applied to my old, like, university job again, right? Like, I do that one in winter semesters each time. I teach databases. And that's also going to be happening soon. I say, like, I applied, but basically, they just asked me if I want to do that again, because obviously they have, like, they hold me in high regards when it comes to my teaching qualities. I'm gonna call it, right? I'm gonna toot my own horn. No, but seriously, I just asked, like, the people who did it before. And basically, the contract is only getting signed in a few months. This has not been built. Okay, how about I stop building then? I want to destroy this. The monster's path. Yeah, that should be far enough away now, right? Like if I would try to build anything. I always forget how can I see the freaking overlay. Yeah, you can't reach that one. That's perfect. Then you shouldn't actually go into the water. So. Audio work is over 17 hours long. Wow. Times 2 is pretty slow for you? Okay. I mean, kind of depends on like how slow the narrator is, I guess. Okay, now let's see if the sluice actually works. They're all connected. Once the contamination goes up to 1%, it should close. Let's see if that works. And while we're at it, I also need to close this one. So we can keep like the water over here. It's not going to power anything, but at least most of our plants are going to survive. And let's see the sluice gates. Sluicing it all up. 3%, and it's closed. Yeah, auto close. Neat. Yeah, I know that we are lacking workers. Imagine if all of them weren't sick anymore. We need more workers in general. That's like the next issue. But obviously, for that I need to fix like all the sickness issues that we are currently facing. We have like a little bit more water stored up here. That's nice. So we can, in an emergency, just drain it all down here. That should ruin some of the crops over here. That's fine though. Could I get you to harvest first? Do you even need that much wheat? Wheat, potatoes, sunflower seeds, aren't they grown already? Watered and healthy? Yeah. I guess I didn't, no, I selected wheat originally. I am kind of confused why you're not focusing on wheat that much. I don't know. but we should be able to work through this. Logs actually also kind of an issue currently because all of our logs died, and you know, currently our foresters are busy. Wait a second. Oh yeah, true. You talked about getting into your new place, right? So a lot of unpacking. Yeah, that's that sounds productive. Hope you're enjoying that new place. What else I miss? Oh yeah, 4th of July is like a thing. I always forget about that. I'm not even that great with like fireworks in general. I don't know. So I guess I'm lucky to not have more days where there are a lot of fireworks. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I can't deal with like the loud noises. But it might also just be a mixture between like that and the cold when it comes to New Year's. So. What else? Still gotta build the bookshelves and dressers? Oh wow. I mean, I understand that, Cat. Yeah, I would also probably not be too happy about too many fireworks in general. But you know, you kind of live to learn to live with it. Okay, now let's just see. Does that actually work? Yeah, because you can just overflow over here. That's perfect. So now the idea is actually to remove this blockage here soon. Build like another levee set and then just have the bad water drain over there later on. But I feel like for now that should keep us very, very safe, and I don't actually need to flush this whole system every single time. Obviously the only issue is like this over here. We should probably replace that one with the sluice as well, to just let through. Wait a second, you don't actually need to close it technically. The issue is actually something else, because sluices are single directional if I remember correctly. Close above downstream, yeah, but you can't actually check for like the other side. So I couldn't say like once this hits like 90%, you are allowed to let it flow through. I mean, I could if I put like a dam behind it and then just let it flow through all the time. But yeah. Yeah, there are some absolute fanatics out there who go for like all the illegal fireworks, I agree. My issue with like fireworks is also, it's just like, for the most part, it's just loud, it's just noises. Like, if you go somewhere where they have like a proper fireworks show, I could probably enjoy myself there. But like for most people, it's just like loud noise is funny, and I don't really get that. Never really gotten that. I hated this as a kid, I hate this still now. But you know, you learn to live with it. So it's probably fine. Okay, we're getting more dandelions, that's nice. The out of water, that's not good. How about we drain like a little bit of water? A little bit of water, I said. Just a little bit, just to keep it hydrated. Obviously, evaporation is kind of an issue as well. And we need to survive for like a few more days. How about I give you like 0.3? It should give you like a lot of water here, hopefully. Yeah, 0.7, 0.8. Ooh, yeah, that's a decent depth. Maybe I should close you off, so nothing runs through here, but there shouldn't be anything leaving through here anyway. If fireworks would just be illegal. But here's the thing, like, controlled fireworks, like, I can see it, right? Like, especially, like, inner city. Less race, cooler, less sound. Yeah, I kind of, like, there are obviously a lot of issues with that, but, like, I don't feel like in a controlled environment that it's so terrible that you couldn't do it, right? Especially if you're, like, big parks and stuff, they probably can do stuff like that, or, like, city organized, yeah, exactly, city organized fireworks, they could be fun. And there are also, like, the smaller things where I'm like, you know what, that's, like, basically nothing. Obviously, the issue is still that it's making so much of a waste, and like all the people who get drunk during New Year's and just leave all their trash behind. Right, like when I was young, I've always been taught to pick up my trash, basically, and I'm always so surprised by how few people apparently have learned that lesson. Actually, like the craziest thing that ever happened in my little street, luckily, right, there wasn't like too much happening over the years, was actually one time where some of our neighbors weren't there for like New Year's. They were like in another country on like a vacation, and some idiot had like a rocket in one of the beer bottles, and it just fell over and hit that guy's windows, and it broke like one of the windows. Luckily, like nothing burned down or anything, right? Like basically the explosion destroyed the window more or less, if even that bad. Luckily, nobody got hurt, but now the window was basically open for multiple days until the neighbor came back, so that wasn't fun for them, so. Exactly, how can one show patriotism without fireworks? That's like, I feel like that's like the .5 amendment to the Constitution, clearly. But yeah. There are definitely some issues out there. Anyway, how long is the drought? Still 2 days. But at least like most of the beavers aren't sick anymore, and they shouldn't get sick anymore, so we can probably remove the dandelions soon. That's totally going to be a great decision, trust me. Just let me remove those. I will never need them again. Anyway, now that we've mostly built stuff, actually, food could be an issue. Could we get someone to help work here? This farmhouse probably as well, but you're not even working. Can I get someone to work in here? Are there like some workers that currently don't do stuff? You're all low priority, that makes sense. We don't need you currently, we don't need science. Do we need planks? We need planks all the time, but we don't think we need that many. A second. They're only legal to use for New Year's, special events, as far as you know. Kinda makes... I don't know if it's like illegal in Germany to use fireworks otherwise, but people generally don't use them outside of those days. But there are always like those idiots that have to test fireworks like a week before it happens, so... Finsland? No, Finsaland. Yeah. Anyway. Wow. Somebody just really spammed there. Wow, I'm impressed by Saribot there. Oh, wait. No, wait, I'm kind of confused. Wait a second. Can you, Cat, I don't know if you can untime out Cassie. I was kind of confused there. I thought it was like some bot just posting a lot of links. It's just the bot timed out Cassie for posting links. I'm sorry. Links can't actually be posted in this chat. If you want to post a link, then just post it in the Discord. It's probably easier. Cassie erasure. I'm sorry, Saribot is just like kind of aggressive. But don't worry about it. I just have that as a bot protection. Otherwise, I'm generally fine with links of like people I know. I just wouldn't know how to set Sari up in a way that you could post links. Don't worry about it. Seriously. I just saw like the message was like I just saw like a brief moment where like a link popped up, and generally that just to me means, oh yeah, there's like a bot advertising stuff again, and I just completely ignored it. It was like, oh, 19 messages were timed out or like were deleted. It was like, oh yeah, that just happens. Probably a bot that spammed. Didn't notice that all of your messages were deleted. Thanks for that, Cat. I actually... Okay, it's the funny thing. I can, because I have like the plugins, when I am not streaming, I'm just watching streams, I can actually read deleted messages, but I don't care about deleted messages because oftentimes they're like spoilers and stuff, which is why I don't use any plugins for my OBS chat. Also, I'm kind of starving here. We really need more food here. Can I give you a little bit more water? No. What? You're all gonna die. You have a work meeting? I hope you enjoy the work meeting, at least somewhat. Or you survive it at least. I feel like because we are not going to survive here. A second, I completely forgot reading the whole thing. In Hawaii, New Year's, there was a horrible fireworks explosion. Oh, yeah, that's horrible. I mean, it's like the whole thing where people always... This is like a general thing about humans where they don't believe that bad things could ever happen to themselves, right? They can only happen to other people. This is like my theory here, right? Like, however stupid that was, that it came like from the belief that nothing could ever happen to them, basically. And obviously, there are so many people oftentimes involved that obviously aren't at fault, but sadly you can't really do anything, you know, in retrospective. Yeah, you can always teach people, but how do I bring it over to like another sad story? So, to make like another example. In my dad's company, obviously like not his dad, but like his workplace, this was probably like 20 years ago, he had like a colleague who went to like one of those seminars about like drunk driving and all of that stuff, and like having to pay attention, and they had to go there like over the weekend, and that guy hit, while driving drunk I think it was, hit a tree on his way back and died. And it's always the classic thing of, right, like people are already told there's literally somebody just right now telling them, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that, right? Like, you are also in danger. Yeah, statistically, it's like unlikely that something's going to happen, but here's the thing about statistics. Just because something's unlikely doesn't, like, even if something only happens 1% of the time, that 1% of the time is going to happen 100% of the time, right? So. Wait. There's a lot of injuries with fireworks, yeah, in general. That's really stupid how people try that, yeah. People go blind every year. Yeah, and they are not going to learn, because like the only people who could learn are the people who already suffered through it, and well, once you're blind, there's like no really, like not really a next percussion, I guess, or like the next issue you could get warned about, I guess. I mean, you could always still die, but I feel like the people who can't see, they probably don't use explosives anymore. But hey, that's just my theory. Probably there's still some idiots who are trying it a second time because it can't get worse. But yeah. You should still protect your face. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, like, I feel like I've talked a story about, like, I had like 2 weird encounters basically during chemistry class. And the first one was probably around like 7th grade or so. We were like some chemistry experiments, and we were like at the front desk basically, right? I had like the whole burner set up there. Could we get like some water, please? Can I quickly open you for just a brief moment? I know we get like some contamination here, but we do need a little bit of stuff here for just a moment. I know we can wait until the contamination is fine. And wait. Even if you're not actually involved in lighting the fireworks, you should wear protective glasses if you go and watch. Kind of, yeah, especially if you're close by, at least. Generally a good idea. Generally also for like any sort of handiwork. Like I have safety goggles in my room, and I rarely do anything just in case I need them. But anyway, back to chemistry story. Basically, one of the kids decided to blow out the burner while the teacher wasn't looking. Because it's obviously so funny, right? Like he stood exactly like on the side of the table, of the desk, so he wouldn't get noticed, and also so he could look around the protective glass. And once the teacher wasn't looking for a second, he blew out the light, and we weren't allowed to do any experiments anymore for like 2 years because of that. Right? This is like the first, like this teacher actually took that seriously. And he just said, like, okay, like one of the students in here can't be trusted. Obviously, nobody wanted to point fingers and tell who it was, and because nobody did, instantly was like, okay, no experiments anymore. I'm going to be like the only one who is going to show off, because that's like too dangerous. Which is reasonable, you know. But like a year or 2 later, I think it was actually another teacher back then, didn't take like the precautions to say seriously, right? Like he wanted to make like an experiment that would blow up. I forgot which direction it was. It's actually not that important for like the whole story, but you don't know to know exactly what happened. So okay, you have like the burner, right? There's like gas coming through, and then you take like a lighter and turn it on, so like the light burns. He blew out the flame, but he didn't turn off the gas. So the room was slowly, obviously was just like for half a minute or so, was slowly filling with gas. You can imagine what would have happened if somebody, you know, just had like a little flame in there. Yeah, that's... Again, like this guy, like, I really hated that teacher, but I really respected his decision to like just forbid all experiments in that year. Basically. Yeah, who the fuck does that as a joke? Well, I mean, 7th graders. Right, who don't really think about it. Why are you so unhappy? Probably because you're all dying of hunger and thirst. Don't worry about it. You can eat your beaver brethren in a moment. I mean, everything's fine. You know what? I'm gonna raise the contamination to like 5%. We need some water here. But yeah, like the second story was basically another teacher who didn't take like the safety completely serious, right? I mean, he took it seriously because he knew there was like an experiment and it would explode, basically. So he prepared it all, put it in the bottle, and then we went out and did it outside because he didn't want to have like an explosion happen inside. Fair enough. So what he does is he puts the bottle down. Everyone else has to take like 5 meters of distance or like 5 to 10 meters of distance. And he started like the experiment. And then he walked back quickly, right? But nothing happened. So, after like a few seconds, he decided to look inside of the bottle to see what was happening. I hope you can see where it's going, yeah. Basically, the bottle exploded inside of his face. Luckily, he wasn't like there wasn't like any shrapnel or anything that hit him. But he definitely got away with like quite a big shock. And it could have gone a lot worse. Because like he wasn't wearing protective glasses, if I recall correctly, he only had like his regular glasses. Yeah. Anyway, what's up? Oh wait, I should probably lower the floodgate. That's probably why everything is flooded. Who would have thought? Could you please unflood yourself so the beavers don't die? I mean, if you think about it, if you have like fewer beavers, it's all going to be a lot easier in a moment. How about we prioritize like food production this year? So, what's the food or snack that I refuse to share? Whatever the beavers are currently eating, because they are not really having enough to share. Yeah, you as well. I'm gonna prioritize you guys. You know what? Maybe I waited way too long to put in like this floodgate, because this really ruins our current situation here. Going to prioritize you guys and lower the priority on the regular water. Don't worry about it, we can save this in a moment. Are we suggesting that we are eating those corpses? I mean, have you ever had beaver? Because I haven't. I can imagine it being kind of chewy. And obviously all of the potatoes died from dying out. But we have like some sunflowers here. Wait a second, those all died, right? Obviously, I'm prepared as always. You wouldn't believe it. Could we get rid of the water quicker? Just a little bit quicker. More quickly. So we can at least plant some food. I mean, we have like 20 logs. You probably like eating logs, right? Goodbye, Jojen. We probably have like enough workers in the moment, right? Right? Trust me. And like 7 beavers, they can probably survive here. Don't worry about it. That one. We probably need like someone to cook. Okay, how about this? We are going to limit this to 1 worker. High priority. We probably have to wait until the flooding is gone. Because like you're currently harvesting stuff. Like if you can harvest this thing, you might actually be able to survive here in a moment. The issue obviously being that the water's not really getting away. You know what? Maybe I'm worse than Ryan with animal abuse. Don't worry about it. I feel like I have like a weird suspicion that we are going to have to start like a new map in a moment. You okay? Eagle cats? You're probably fine, right? Don't worry about the bite, it's fine. Well, we do have 2 dandelions though, or sunflower seeds, I guess. Whenever I said dandelions, it's sunflower seeds, clearly. You okay? Oh, yeah, you're clearly okay. And we like still have 2 deep... No dam, that's like the whole issue. We had like no proper dam, which is why everything spiraled out of control. Seriously, can we... I get that you are flooded, but why can't you drain? How long does draining take? And obviously all the potatoes are dying, so we can probably lower the priority over here. As long as you're getting some food, you're at least only half dying. Come on, like, there's water in front of you. Guys, please. How about we actually do that? We are prioritizing sunflower. We don't care about anything else. Until we get water in here. Or like, are able to get some water. Like, the issue is, I could start building a pump, but I feel like it would be quicker to wait for this to disappear. Wait a second. How about I block you? Okay, perfect. Quickly, before you die of thirst. You're pumping? Yeah, you have some water. And you are fine. Look at the happiness. Level 2 well-being. We saved it. We saved it all. Trust. It's going to be fine. What are you currently getting? Dehydrating and starving? Yeah, then get some food. What are you carrying? Paper? Why are you carrying paper? Of all things. Oh wait. Low priority. We don't need medicine right now. I'm sorry. We need food. Do you know what food is? Where are you working? No, you're... Works at the fishing farmhouse? Where are you working? Like, where are you going? Oh, wait, you're getting something to drink. That's fine. We have like 2 workers. That's completely fine. Okay? Don't worry about it. They are going to survive. We have nothing to eat, but who cares? Now we just have to wait for kids. I mean, you know what? As always, not a goose sport. Clearly knows what he is saying, you know? I mean, I don't know if they know what food is. Don't worry about it. And like, imagine it like this. We are currently restarting, right? This is completely safe now. We can have like all the lodges. We can pause them so they don't like overpopulate. I don't know. Like, we need like a stable population. We can probably pause like most of the stuff except for like the good houses. What's the best house? I feel like this one's probably the best one. Nah, don't worry about it. We don't need solutions. I'm just here for problems, okay? But did I pause like this is a roof? Okay, you're living in that lodge. I would like you to live in the better lodge. I would like you to live in that lodge over there. I can't title the VOD any other way. The VOD is called Beaver, 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 which implies that we are halfway there. Right? We have like 2 of the 4 beavers that I talked about. Right? Like the VOD does not change title. The VOD is the title that I'm giving it before the stream starts. And that's the rule on this channel. Unless I'm making like singular episodes out of them, in which case, yeah, I clearly get like a new title for that stuff. Anyway, I mean, look at us. We're stabilizing. We have like 80 water and we have like 12 food. And if we are lucky, then maybe at some point we are also going to get like 2 more beavers. And then it's all going to be fine, you know? Building this water? Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, I can just lower it, you know. I had to raise that one because obviously everything was just full with water and I don't like that. Don't just flood again. Game. Oh, wait. Heh. I might have figured out the issue here. That's fine. You're open. Okay. But look at all the power we're producing and not using because we don't have worker beavers. Seriously, what is up with you? Stop flooding everything every second minute, okay? Please. But look at all our dandelions. I mean, if we ever get sick, we have like all the stuff that we need, except for berries, apparently. I feel like I need to fix the berry situation somehow. Okay, can somebody explain to me why you're struggling that much? Yo, Jumper, welcome in. How's your day been? Okay, here's the thing. You can curse cat, but I feel like you're an hour late for that. Anyway, how's your day been? We were talking about you like an hour ago, talking about like the book club that's never happening. Because we all forgot about it. They clearly need more berries? Nah, look at that. We have like 2. They have like 23 dandelions. They're fine. Did I read it? No, I need a deadline. Like, tell me a week before it happens and I can read it. It didn't seem like the longest book, right? So... That's true. I feel like you need to be waiting in line to be eligible for complaints. Anyway, we have... Oh no. Oh no, one of our beavers died of old age and now we have like 1 adult and a child. You know what? I feel like we need food more urgently than we need the water currently because we have like 120. It's not my fault I started the stream like an hour early. I started like 2 hours late. Don't give me that. Wait a second, just got back from cat? Wait, what? No, I'm kinda confused. Wait. You read it and you thought that you didn't was boring and didn't want to talk about it. Well, I mean, you should have at least started like a group chat, okay? A proper one where I could have at least heard about being boring. Well, I mean, fair enough. I guess I am fine and don't have to read it now. So I can focus on all the other books that I'm not going to read because I'm, you know, busy not reading. No, but seriously, I need to... Okay, here's the issue. Like, I have kind of my work cut out for me for like the next few days. Like, today, streaming. After streaming, I need to prep stuff for Pathfinder tomorrow. Tomorrow, the whole day is going to be Pathfinder. Saturday, I need like a little bit of rest, but I'm also going to be like editing like a shitload of stuff because I'm still working on like a few videos in the background. Sunday, another stream. Monday, I will probably have to record... no, wait, I probably will have to edit more Hollow Knight because I'm kind of running out of episodes for that stuff. And also Blueprints soon after. So, yeah. What a creep. Didn't even say hi. It reminds me of a short I recently saw, like very recently, probably been like 2 or 3 weeks at least, about like hanging out, like, you know, that one friend who always says like, oh yeah, they're like on their way, but they're like still in bed, right, about that stuff. So they're too busy in my walls. That explains why, you know, the insulation doesn't work properly. It's like so hot here. It's terrible. Had to wait like, okay. The worst thing about like house sitting today and having to wait for a package was actually sitting in the living room in like 30 degrees weather. And it's so freaking hot up there. Right? Like, I am always really lucky about like my living situation because it's like, I don't know, like 21 degrees in my room. That's completely fine. I can live with that. I can actually exercise in here if I want to, right? Is that cool enough? Without getting like a heat stroke, but alas. Doesn't work like that. Also, I just saw that we have like a lot of potatoes. We could technically... Okay, like the issue currently is... You know what? I just realized something. I don't know how beavers work in this game, but like... We have one beaver who's like 60. We have a kid who is... not 60. Let's put it like that. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. Pro tip, they don't work if I kill them? Questionable. They also don't work if I don't kill them, you know? A lot of the time. Because, like, can I not... Okay, you are 3 years, like 3 days old, I'm guessing, and you are adulted, you're halfway in there? I don't like the situation, especially because like, okay, I don't know if I should bring that stuff up. I have two, yeah, like I had 2 beavers, then I got a child, and then the older beaver died of old age. Yeah, Shadrala is carrying this, clearly. Okay, but here's the more important thing. They can't even reproduce. I hope that they won't reproduce with their own child. I'm gonna be completely honest here. The more important thing is though, can I get... Okay, I probably can't get an industry going in this moment. Give me a second, I'm gonna have to think about this. Okay, but you're not really seeing the plan here, okay? Look at the well-being, the average well-being of all of the beavers here. Right? If I can slightly, just slightly raise it, then I can unlock the iron teeth before the beavers die. So rooftop terrace? Well-being? Is there something that you would like outside of that? I feel like a rooftop terrace is probably fine. I mean, yeah, did you listen to like the whole issue here? 15 logs of 20 logs, that's perfect. Okay, I need someone to work here. Regular priority, that's fine. Yeah, you're going to build the rooftop terrace, and then we're going to get up to 15, you know, happiness. Well-being. And literally... Okay, you're saying I literally starved everyone? But they starved by themselves. I was just, you know, the reason why they starved indirectly. You know, I'm not at fault. If you think about it, I feel like they are to blame for themselves. You know, they could have just, you know, not done that. Okay, where am I getting wood from? Is there like more stuff you can pick up? Like the issue is you have to finish building that one before you die, and you're already 60. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about it, but, you know. We still have food, we have like 40 food, we have like 107 water. Don't worry about it, you know. You know what? Thinking back on it, you, like, when I say you, I mean myself. I probably should have thought about adding the sluice like days ago. I was too busy building my industry. And I don't know, I'm going to blame my interest in industry. Okay, you're showering? What do you need? You need shrub? Why aren't you getting shrub or carrots? Okay, we don't have carrots, that makes sense. Grilled potatoes? We could probably grill a potato once our other one grows up. Or we can just get the rooftop terrace, you know? Oh no, drought approaching. This is obviously my fault, we can agree on... Nah, it was the bad water's fault, okay? You know what? You have to think about it this way, right? Like, I had planned for 1,000 beavers. And we're like 0.2% the way there, okay? Step by step. If we continue this way, we can probably do this in 500 streams. No, wait, that's the third stream. So like 1,500 streams. Look at all the content you're going to be getting. Badwater did flood my village. I clearly did that like 10 times already. At least. Anyway, this should be the last log, I hope. Could you like... Okay, you're getting water. Come on, finish... Oh, you're not finishing building that. Please don't die. Like, all I ask of you is that you don't die. Please. No, this is the old died of old age notification. Oh, you're done. Perfect. I mean, there are some redeems there, that's true. Okay, now that this is built, what do I need now? I don't really need a worker currently. We could go back to planting sunflowers. Right, like they're going to survive, don't worry about it. We need 2 other people to get to 400 stonks. Remind me to increase prices, okay? Remind me to play through more of the main quests in Zelda, okay? We're gonna have to speed this up, okay? I'm sweating over here. Not just because it's hot. Not stonk inflation. I mean, we already had like stonk inflation when I increased the amount of stonks you could get each hour, so I feel like that happened. Also, we're up to 14. I just need the kid to stand on the rooftop terrace to unlock the other beavers. Come on. I'm going to follow you. You're hanging out? You're at 16 happiness. Why is the kid not as happy as you? Probably because they haven't had carrots in a while. Oh wait, we have 2 adults now. How about you cook some of that stuff? And I'm going to pause you as well. Come on, you can do it. Produce some taters. Just a few. Yeah, I get it. You will be forever remembered. In your Hall of Fame. Look at that potato cooking and grilling. Like, they should be really happy in the moment, right? If I reduce the work time now to 4 hours, they should be able to eat those potatoes. We added 15. Oh, we have unlocked it. Oh, we had already done that before. Okay, I don't actually care about it then. Well, back to work then, I guess. 16-hour work days. It's just going to be a list of those, yeah. I mean, you can always redeem it again before it gets more expensive, right? Because every single time somebody redeems it, it gets more expensive. Don't forget. You know what? I feel like we need... You know, I'm gonna be completely honest. I actually really like the idea of having to micromanage like 2 beavers here. But I also feel like, you know, just because of population stuff, it's probably not going to work for a long time. But imagine doing this whole game playthrough with like 6 beavers or so. I feel like it could be possible. I get it. There's nothing here. We probably need to raise the floodgate then. Raise the gates. Oh wait, just a drought. Still a good choice to actually raise that stuff here. And the good thing is, we probably have enough water for all those beavers here. Like, from what I remember, they drink like, was it 2.5 units per day? I mean, they're going to be like so happy. Right, it's like a beaver paradise if you think about it. Look at all those trees, okay? They had a baby. Oh. I'm not gonna think about that. No. Why did you have to why did you have to tell me? Yeah, I guess beavers work like that. Don't question it. Wait, they saved the hamsters? What? What does that have to do with hamsters? No. Please, no. Okay, we're just going to enable like all the launches again then, I guess. I guess we have like 3 beavers now. And one of them is going to die soon of old age. You would prefer for them to die, honestly? Yeah, same. But it's too late. We have created a monstrosity. So, yeah. How are we going to live with ourselves like this? Probably not for long, because we have like 7-day drought. You know how I wanted to terraform today? Good thing I didn't put that one into the title. Also, someone died of old age. This is not getting better, by the way. It's going to get worse. Every single day it's going to get worse. And it's never going to stop. I mean, we could do that. Okay. Everyone in favor of ending this playthrough so we don't have to think about it anymore, raise your hands in chat. Beaver Game of Thrones? I feel like there's more involved in Game of Thrones outside of just that stuff. Okay, that's like at least 2 already. I feel like we can, if we get like a 3rd one, I'm going to end the playthrough here. It's all in your hands. Should I just raise my own hand to end this? Yeah, I'm gonna raise my own hand. How about that? We're not going to think about the beavers anymore. Save game as the cursed game. Do not open. Save. Exit to main menu. Okay, how about this? We've gone through the save, like we've been streaming for like 1.5 hours almost, okay, 1 hour, 20 minutes. How about we take like a cute little break, 5 minutes, stretch your legs, just because it kind of fits in this moment. And then afterwards we are going to decide on which map we are going to play next. And we can even decide to play like the other beavers, right? They are probably also fun. Anyway, let's forget what happened, so BRB. It is time for more beavering. Hey, welcome to stream, because obviously this is the start of stream, this is how we start stream. Clearly you could just see that there was a start stream message, not a BRB message, because obviously nothing has happened. Absolutely nothing cursed has happened in the last hour or so. We are going to play this like really nice game that I've played like years ago. It was really nice, called Timberborn, about, you know, building stuff with beavers. Hey Mona, welcome in. Congrats on being like first in chat, totally. Wow, it's so nice that I am here for the first time today. Like, I just went up upstairs, right? Like, got something to drink, and you will see, Cat was first, canonically, actually. Now that I think about it, you should have used the command. Anyway, I went, like, into the bathroom and just came down, like, it's so freaking hot there, right? It's like, it feels like it's an oven. I just came down here and I just feel like sitting down, I just feel how sweaty I got, like just from like those 3 steps that I had to take in the sun. Wow. Anyway, lovely new game that's still not inside of the list down there, because obviously it's a new game. I would obviously, as a professional streamer, always... wait, how could you know? It says you've been alive for an hour. Nah, don't worry about it. There has not been a stream. This is clearly the first minute that I'm streaming right now. Nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Don't check the VOD. Nothing cursed has ever happened on the stream. Anyway, how's your day been? Where we at it, right? I'm going to pause the music here and jump right into the game for the first time today. This is Timberborn, a very lovely game where never anything cursed could happen. I used to play this game 4 years ago, and obviously I am going to play with something here. How about the Iron Teeth? Like, the Iron Teeth were like a thing that already existed 4 years ago. I mostly played with the Folktales back then, but like the Iron Teeth, obviously I unlocked them back then and not just, you know, in recent streams or anything like that. So yeah, they are quite different to the folktales. If you want to compare them, like folktales are like very natural beavers that do natural things, and no, you know, no crimes against beaver kind of any sort. That would never happen. Nothing cursed that you would ever have to think about. The Iron Teeth, on the other hand, if they still work the way that they used to work, then they are mad scientists who really don't like the natural way and instead have like not clone vets, but growth vets. So I kind of want to play them, right? Because I have not played too much with them, and obviously, you know, for you guys on stream, it would, both of those kinds of beavers would obviously be something new, because I've never played this game on stream before. Would never do that, right? So how about we do that? I like a lot of maps here, but obviously I am a professional gamer, so I'm not going to take like one of the basic ones, because I feel like that would be kind of lame. How about we instead take like some fun other challenges here? I don't actually know what would be interesting. I could bring like a die over here. That's like a small map. 1,000 irons. Ooh. I mean, if you don't have like a preference, obviously, like if you have a preference, like numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 to 11, if you want me to play one of those maps, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to roll a random die and just pick a map at random. Maybe not the small one. I feel like the small one is kind of... could be interesting, but I feel like also kind of limiting with what I can build on there. Especially if I want to build like a city that's like 1,000 beavers in size. That's kind of lovely, but also like such a small map. I don't really want to get like a small map. Beaver Roam? That's no small field. Yeah, I agree. Like, there's like a lot of lawn there. It's great to see my reaction. Yeah, that would be amazing. I get it. Helix Mountain? It could be lovely. I feel like the later ones are probably harder. This would be quite a challenge. Custom maps? There's nothing here yet. Aww. I could download a map, but no. I like the idea of having like all of those here. Meander. Especially because it's also like a big map. I would like a big map at least. This is like probably the smallest I would go, so like probably 256 for the most part. You've only seen river and lakes? You've never seen lakes? I mean, it happens. You've seen rivers? Wait. I don't see it right now. Doesn't actually matter. There's no curse Galef. There's no Galef's curse Timberborn playthrough in Bar Sing Say. You've been invited to watch this playthrough though. How about this one? Okay, I obviously as a professional know what I have to do, so I can completely ignore the tutorial. Do I want to? Yeah, sure. Let's see the challenge. I'm going to go for... Humans did not make it, and neither will you. Your settlements start with scarce resources, droughts and bad tides are severe and become even worse over time. Now I'm gonna take like normal, just because I want to have like a massive production at some point. I don't know if you can change that later on. Young adults, droughts. You can actually disable stuff? Neat. Huh. Still going to take it in normal. Let's start. If a building is marked as solid, such as a lodge or warehouse, you can build other structures on its roof. Crazy. I would believe that. So it looks like nothing could go wrong. Yeah. Everything is going to be just fine. Nothing bad could ever happen. You know, like the advantage of this one, nothing cursed is ever going to happen due to only having a few... Okay. We are again at the worst part of any game. Don't make me name stuff in the very beginning. What would you call the settlement? I'm thinking it should be something... Honk. I'm not gonna name it Honk. Why would you name anything Honk? Why would it be Goose Town? There are no geese in this game. Honk will... Clearly the first settlement. V2. Beaver Island. I'm gonna keep it at that one. I feel like we can probably rename stuff later on, right? If we really wanted to. If like this, I know you can rename districts. And nothing else, at least. So yeah. Anyway, those are our Iron Teeth beavers, and if I recall correctly, they're homeless and unemployed. Relatable. They also have no shelter, so they're very unhappy. They're not starving, but I feel like you could read some lore about them somewhere. I don't know where you would do that. Is it in housing? Yeah, in housing you have like a breeding pod, for example. You need those. And you're growing little beavers inside of here, instead of doing it normally. So many beavers? Yeah, like, this is probably the lowest amount of beavers I've ever seen, though. Right? Even though this is clearly a lot of them, we are probably never going to go at a lower number than this. Who rate them of color? I feel like the gray just kind of fits them, you know? Look at them. Being busy beavers. So busy. Yeah, anyway, we are probably going to be quite limited here. My idea for now is... You have barracks? Okay. They already... Oh! They start the other way around. Wait a second, why? Why do you light up whenever I connect you? Practical shelter... 10 inhabitants in the small version? A row house? Look at that house. It's adorable. You like the archipelago? I mean, I do like those too, I think. You know, there's actually one thing that I don't like about this game. That is that you can't really zoom out that far. It would be nice if you could zoom out further. Right, like in Oxygen Not Included, for example, you have like a screenshot mode, right? You still have like a limit on like how far you can zoom out. But you can go into screenshot mode and then it's kind of basically unlimited. Or at least like large enough that you can easily see the entire map. And they're like just like a lot of shortcuts that I'm still missing in this game. But then again, it's early access, right? They at least have like some sort of excuse. Anyway, the good thing about beavers is they don't actually care that much about water. And by that I mean they actually like water, which means that we can get some trees over here later on. We can also create some pathways like this. And for efficiency's sake, that's a lot better. You know what? It actually doesn't look too bad if you put like 9 of them together. I agree. That, not that great. But that's kind of okay. Anyway, where's my demolishing tool? Demolish buildings. Demolish all of you. It's okay, we are going to leave it like that. Can't you believe I make square circles? But they're square circles. They're so nice. They're like 2 different geometrical shapes. We can also do that one in between, right? Just to be like really inefficient. Also? Okay, there's music in the background. It's just rather quiet after some time. Demolish buildings. I still need a shortcut for that. Give me a shortcut to demolish buildings, please. Anyway, now that we have fooled around a little bit, let's do like all the important stuff for the beginning. We do need... Wait, we start with a deep water pump? Maximum depth of 6? You can make mechanical fluke. Oh, that's cool. I would really like to go for like some power later on. I don't actually know what these beavers do. Like, I have like a lot of knowledge about the forktail beavers, right? Just because I played them a lot in the beginning. Like years ago. And it hasn't actually changed that much. I do know that they have like new zip lines and stuff and also bots. I'm guessing they are also going to be important over here. But for now, let's just build like a water pump. Somebody's probably going to do that at some point, but we also need for food a gatherer flag. One of them is probably fine. And then we probably need some lumber industry over here. Can you climb down here somewhere? No. Oh, wait. You actually have a pathway down here. That's nice. But if I put you over there, you can't actually reach everything. Okay, how about I place you over here then? 2 of you. Pathway. Oh, enjoy the lurk, Mona. And thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna remove you. That's the wrong key. Like that. And then let's connect you up for now. And we probably have like some space. Do I want to build like housing over here as well? Probably not for now. It's fine. So we have water, we almost have food. Afterwards we can go for a farmhouse. This one's actually less efficient. Probably because... Wait. That means 2 workers. Okay, I get why the other farmhouse is more efficient. Because you have like 3 workers inside of there. Do I just place that one here and then build like a big farm over here? Should be fine. Like, my big issue that I'm currently feeling is that we will not be able to store water like at all. We are probably going to go into water pumps really, really quickly. Like water dumps, not pumps. Fluid dumps. Because otherwise we are going to struggle like massively. We are probably having to store like a massive shitload of water here soon. Anyway, we're almost done. We just have to cut trees, or like at least mark them to be cut. All on this island. Very lovely. Like, we can just clean everything right off the island. It's perfect. Okay, get some workers going. For workers, you have some berries in your storage. That's fine. We have 4 unemployed beavers. That's perfect actually, because we are going to have like 4 buildings in a second. Go on, beavers, you can build. I trust in you. You can do it. I trust so much. Ooh. I'm sorry that you're homeless though. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, like bad tides and droughts are going to be crazy. Especially, look at that. This is where all the water's coming from. Actually, where we added, it's going to take a while. We can actually look where all the water's coming from on the map. Because you can see that if you go to the lowest layer. These are like the water sources. And it seems like those are the only ones in the entire game. There's actually some water that goes quite deep here. We have like a lot of those bad water sources. We probably want to use them. To my understanding, we can use them to generate power later on. We have like a few mines. No, wait, it's not a mine. Where are the mines? I would like to zoom out, game, please. Let me see more. We have like 1 mine over there. Like in the very back. Is that all we have? No, there's another one over there with 2 mines, it looks like. Huh, a lot of bad water sources. So metal is going to be an issue, I think. At least like on the scale that I would like to build at some point. Anyway, it's time to build the deep water pump. You only have like 1 worker, that's actually perfect. And I would like to have everything built by the end of the day. That would be amazing. We still have like 1 unemployed beaver, that's fine. Like, what's the issue? Do we not get enough logs per minute? No, I feel like that's fine for now. Huh. They're probably collecting enough. Okay. Then how about we look into some storage? Wait, this is a big pile? Stores bulky resource? Wait, you can just stack them? That's amazing. Warehouses again? Are you just that amazing? Like, I love efficiency, you know? You will not believe it. I like building stuff like that. If I can just store like all the logs like that. I do know that the folktales have like their massive ones. Can I stack tanks? Probably not, right? Yeah, they don't really look stackable. Okay. So this is the one issue. We probably want to get some tanks rather soon, like some of those vats. Maybe 2. I'm going to leave the priority very low though. I would kind of like some housing first. Some barracks? Down here? Like if I put some barracks down, then we have like some space for storage over there. Do I want to do that like that? Probably not though. Let's remove them for now. We actually want a farmhouse in order to remember. Fermenter? Ferments plants to produce nutritious food. I guess you have like completely different food as well. But you need power. Okay. Well then, let's start with the farmhouse first. Yeah, if I place you here, then I have like this land, and then we can kind of create like a farm over there. Let's try that. Plant crops. Kohlrabi, okay. Cassava. Soybeans. Canola, okay. I can see that. Corn. Can you eat corn raw? Or do you need to cook that stuff? Let's see. If I check like one, I don't want to rename you. I mean, if you ever want to have like a beaver, obviously just let me know. Then I can definitely name one of you so you can die all the time. But you know, otherwise, yo, welcome back, Cassie. You totally didn't miss anything. You're like here for the first Timberborn stream ever. We are not talking about anything that happened before because nothing happened before. No, thanks. You'd like to keep your beaver counterpart alive? But fair enough. You have corn rations. Do I need to process corn? Why do you want corn rations? Oil press? Food factory? You need to produce... Okay. You like rations for all of that stuff. You really don't like stuff raw. Okay, I see the issue with you guys. Corn... Yeah, that's all. So, kohlrabi, I guess. That's all you want to have planted here. Wait, you'd say put it in, but you can't waste your bragging ability from Rimworld. To be fair, you would probably die of old age after a very fulfilling life, okay? Don't worry about it. Anyway, I wanted to plant some crops here. Guess I'm just starting with you then. Kohlrabi, get you over here till here. 2 days, it's probably the standard stuff. I don't think you can eat the other stuff raw. Yeah, this stuff has to be fermented. Mangrove? Oh yeah, we can probably plant some mangrove trees, yeah. Exactly, you would probably die like all of those other beavers. But you could like get reincarnated, right? You would start at like cat 1 and then you have like cat 2, cat 3 and at some point you would be Catila 7. Imagine that. And then 8. The sequel. Anyway, let's just get that stuff going. Just slowly. That does sound tempting, I know. That's why I'm offering. But I feel like you are still busy working. You have no goods in stock. Maybe I need Fewer workers. Instead, I should probably... Ooh, what should I do? I should probably get like a water tank going while we're at it. Water. Not storage. Storage, water tanks. At least a small one. I would love a medium one, but we don't really have the space for it. So I'm just gonna do it like this. 2 of those tanks. And then I would also like some more lumberjacks over here. Like 2 of them at least. We could actually improve this one soon and just place wood everywhere here. Just name them all after you. I could do that. Cat 1. Cat 2. You're homeless, by the way. Doubly homeless. Cat 3. And we could just continue like that. Or maybe I won't. We're not even involved with the kings. What are you talking about? Not a goose spot. Clearly not the smartest area in town. Wait, use TT? Okay, yeah, I wasn't aware that you preferred cat with 2T. I can do that. Let me at least fix the ones that I've already named. Cat 1. And cat 2. And cat 3. Look at that. Okay then. Let's wait for the next day, I guess. Just hanging around. I would like you to finish that stuff, but I guess it's going to take some more time. We could increase like the workday, but it's like kind of too late. Let's see you sleeping. I'm gonna watch you until you go to sleep. Do it. Do it. Sleep is actually still fine. So silly. Yeah, those are like the silliest of beavers. Look at those berries just laying on the floor. Look at them sleeping. They're just resting. Be quiet. And don't make any loud noises. Very quiet. Ah, shh. They wake up very easy, but... Also, we are kind of out of water already. I mean, we don't really start with water, so I'm guessing most of them have probably drank something. Yeah, you're all fine. Okay, that's probably the issue. They just drank something, and obviously took a little bit until the pump was going. Okay, let's do some math here. Assuming 100%, like mostly uptime. Let's say they are working like 14 hours a day. So 14 times 3 would be 42. And they drink like 3 units a day. So actually it's hours, okay. Yeah, so like 1 pump is actually just barely enough for all that we have currently. Assuming that my numbers are like semi-correct. I don't actually know how much they drink exactly. It might have been like 2.5 units or so a day. But yeah. It's going to be fine. Can I give you like more workers? Yeah. As long as your priority is like slightly lower, so you instantly switch your jobs. It would be nice if you could finish like the other stuff, but I guess that also is fine. Aww. Yeah, beavers do be cute. And they also have like this natural instinct to just stop water once they're hearing it. Okay, 2 workers, that's fine. Low priority. Yeah, we might need like more of you guys soon. But for that we need the breeding pots. And you need water and berries. Wait, you actually need berries for those? I wasn't aware. Wait, housing. And those need extract and so berries are actually important for you guys. Interesting. So I can't just get rid of those. Interesting mechanic indeed. Anyway, we probably need some housing. And I would probably put some here. Or maybe I'm putting it down here. Once we've built a little bit more stuff. I mean, for now I'm just gonna place like one here. But like in general. I let's put it here. Yeah. It's like a low priority. It's not like the most important thing. I feel like the rest is probably more important for now. Right. You think it's interesting beavers instinctively damn water when they hear it, but humans get psychological benefits from hearing natural water flow? Oh, interesting. Never thought about that, but it probably makes sense because like it's also why like a lot of animals don't, for example, drink out of lakes, because in lakes generally like all the germs are growing and all the bacteria, like all the small microbes and stuff that are probably very you know, very bad for you. So that's why a lot of animals prefer to drink like from rivers instead, where the water's flowing, because it's like safer, and this obviously as a natural instinct makes sense if you think about it like that. So yeah, like I feel like we probably have like the same idea. Also had to think about okay, so this is like completely off topic, but like another game that I like to play is Dwarf Fortress, which is like kind of the original base building game. And there's like one big meme basically where everyone just creates mist generators, where they basically create like waterfalls that they evaporate mid-air because dwarves get so happy about it. I had to think about it when you said that we get like benefits from hearing water flow. It's just like, oh yeah, waterfalls are nice. We like waterfalls. That probably explains why people like the rain, right? Like at least the sound of it. I personally am not the biggest fan of standing inside of rain, gonna have to admit. But otherwise, you know, there's probably like some relation between all of that. I'm going to say you're going to be low priority, but not the lowest, because like housing you can live without. I mean, it's like totally nice weather outside. I mean, look at the weather. I mean, look at the waterfall that we are going to close off soon. Like I actually have like an idea for this already. Like we are going to have like a little bit. Does that even work? Do you count as a wall? Probably, right? We're also able to smell rain, which is really cool. I always thought the smell of rain mostly comes from the rain basically absorbing like all the dirt out of the air, or like the dust and stuff. But I wasn't aware if there's like some other effect of that. Actually, more interestingly, humans cannot feel wet. Wet is not something that we have like as a sense for. What we are feeling is cold, basically. Which is really interesting, which is like also why the, what I call like the sensory deprivation tanks work, because if like the water's at the right temperature, you don't feel anything about that. You don't totally remember the smell thing? I don't actually know where that comes from, so I'm not gonna talk about that like as if I'm an expert on that, but yeah. You forgot everything. I mean, I feel like that all the time. Anyway, water. We want the water moved so we can actually store something for the night time. You know, it's like just like me. Every single night, like you're just waking up every once in a while and you're like, water? Would be nice. Would be annoying if I had to go into the kitchen to get more water. Which is why I have like every single night I have like one of those. Oh, sorry about bumping that microphone. Like one of those bottles just next to my bed, right? Like filled up. Normally I even have like my cup filled with water first. I have like so much water just in case. You forgot what I was talking about a minute ago? You know what? I don't even remember what I talked about a minute ago. I rarely remember stuff that I was talking about like 10 seconds ago. That's just relatable. Forgo! Oh, I was kind of confused there. Like, I was clicking on the beaver here and was like, why is there a ghost beaver on the road? Anyway, I feel like we are mostly healthy here. You have nothing in stock, that's fine, but we have like more than enough food. By the way, oh no, those are just starting goods. Like normally you can't store anything, right? You accidentally slapped your mouse. I was confused about you printing that message, but you know, it was important, okay? Because I would have forgot about it. Could you like drink something? Oh, wait, you can't drink it. Okay, we really need to improve like the water situation here in just a moment. Because one of our beavers is actually thirsty. I'm kind of impressed that we do not have like the working power to get enough water. I feel like in between, like in the day, it was actually filled up. I'm guessing the issue was that the tank wasn't built yet. And now that it's built, we should be able to actually store it all. So anyway, let's just see how this is all going, how this is all panning out. I mean, that's all done. Yeah, 3 days. We should get at least one harvest in before we are getting some trouble here. Like, I was thinking maybe we can... Can we even do that? Like, my theory right now was to kind of just block off like those places here for a bit. In case we get like a drought. So the issue is just, there's like so much we have to block off for this to work. Actually... No, wait, like I was thinking maybe we should do it with like dams, but like dams are so expensive. We don't have the, yeah, the beaver power for that. To just farm like all the wood that we need and stuff. So maybe let's leave that for now. Let's give them some 40 logs. Oh. I feel like we need more beavers. Oh, being halted, waiting for nutrients. Okay, I was confused by the symbol here. Look at the bats. You can even see like the mini beaver in there. Look at the little mini beaver. Ah, yes. Look at them. They're going to grow and get all their hair. And then they're done. Are they even children then? I think they are, right? That's slightly terrifying? Nah, just futuristic. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Makes you feel weird. That you can see the baby before it's born? Fair enough. Technically it reminds me of something else, but that would be a spoiler to talk about it, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Anyway, let's just leave it like that. Roses, and you said it, so it must be true. I mean, it's 2 versus 1, so I'm guessing it is true. I'm sorry. I should have not denied the truth. I'm still gonna mark everything to cut over here. Just so I don't forget later on. Oh, I didn't want to cut that stuff. And remove the area over here. Not a cult, I mean reasonable. Anyway, can we store enough water now? Kind of. I'm guessing you're every single time you stop working because you're full, you're probably going to move all of the water away, yeah. Or like half the water away. That's good. That means we should be able to store up enough now. Wood is another issue, and now everyone... Okay, not everyone. We actually have like 12 beavers in here and we only have 10 spaces. We might have to build more housing. How can I combine that? Can I just put you here? And can I put some storage in front of you if I really wanted to? I mean, yeah, why not? What kind of storage do I want though? Storage. Small warehouse? 2 of those? For the food. I hope that's enough for now. Just so I can at least store like the berries, because like this beaver isn't working due to, you know, storage space. But hey, I could put one of those tiny houses between them. Oh yeah, you mean the this one? One of those, the row house. I mean, they would be cute in between there, yeah. Not tin. Oh, the tin houses. Oh. I mean, I don't know if I would have called them tin houses, but sure. I mean, they remind me of like the tiny houses, right? Those are things that exist. We also probably need like a wood stockpile soon while we're at it. Large one would be 12 logs. Yeah, probably want like a large one at least. We're probably going to cut off like the production area over here, so we have like some storage here. That's fine. It makes sense in my head. Don't worry about it. So this is going to be like a wood pile, so we have some wood nearby all the time. I want you to have some berries inside, and I want you to have algae? No. Canola? Are you over here somewhere? Oh. Obviously the thing that already has like some storage in it. Would make sense if you think about it, right? But I didn't think about it. Anyway, we can move like all the logs over. You should almost be as far as we can go. Oh, 4 happiness. Nice. You wouldn't believe it, but people generally are more happy if they have housing. I know, it's crazy. How long does the breeding process take? I'm guessing like 2-ish days? Seems like it. Ooh, level 5. Neat. We're not dying yet. Yet. And I also never have to think about like implications here, which is even better. Anyway, we also have no drought yet, which is also amazing. I feel like we should probably have like some emergency farmland around here, just because we have like the deep water over here. Is it just like 1 level? Yeah, it's 1 further level down. Okay. That's fine. Look at all the beavers growing up. Yeah, exactly. I mean, for unrelated reasons you would think about that, right? It's just an idea that popped into your head. Anyway, you have nothing to do right now. So I'm going to lower your priority. We have like more than enough workers. We have like a bunch of workers over here as well. I guess we just have like all the kids are just like done now. Totally unrelated, I agree. We might need a lumber mill now. How can we produce power? Compact water wheel, not meal. I've never streamed this game before, exactly. Large power wheel. A beaver-operated power source. Designed to employ multiple beavers. It's like a roulette table? How are you working on that? Are you running on... Oh wait, it's one of those things. Like you spin the thing on top. Okay, that makes sense. And we can connect it like multiple directions, which is cool. We probably want like a little bit of a lumber industry. I feel like that's probably a better idea. Like it's 300 power instead of like the compact wheel, and it's also not that much more expensive, right? It's like also consistent. So I wouldn't be actually too averse to using that one instead. Maybe you should have like the industry over here though. Just because I need space. For now, at least like a temporary one. Because I would like to keep this one as farmland for now, just because I've already started. Yeah, how about that? I'm going to start like the industrial district over here. That's okay. We're going to do it like that, and we're going to put the planks behind it. In worst case, we can always add like some more water wheels over there if we really need to, but we will probably just move all the stuff later. That's probably a better choice. We're getting some wood over here. We have like this large pile. How large is the other pile? Small pile? It's just 1. Okay, that's probably not the best idea then. I mean, I could still put it here. I could also put like a levee down there, but I would need science for that. So how about we look into science? You have the inventor as well. It looks very similar like to the other one. I feel like the I call it like the windmill panes, I guess. They look slightly different. Can I put you here? So I don't really need that nearby. That's like the next thing. But I would like this place would actually be decent for like a water pump, another one. Because we are going to need it soon. I can tell you that already. Space-wise, not the best, but I can put it like this, and we have like a space for like some storage over there. Yeah, sure. That's probably slightly... Like, I would expect the buildings to look like slightly different at least, so that makes sense. I'm going to lower the priority on this one though. I don't really care that much about it. We are going to build like an inventor here, probably just like on the other side of the road, like around here. 2 of those. You probably don't need workers here, right? I hope. Ice no good? Yeah, that's bad. I like ice being good. Good. Anyway, let's see. You are probably out of logs for the most part. Okay, you're producing 300 power, so how about I put like one of you in? That would be, wait, 150, 75 power? How much do we need? 75, so okay. I need one beaver per industrial lumber mill I want to actually use, if I understand this right. Assuming that it's like a linear function. Productivity 54%? With like one of them in there? 70? Okay, so like the first one is a lot more no, wait, it's not a lot more productive. It's actually what I kind of expected. It is 77% productive for only having one beaver in there, I'm guessing. That's like how it works. Anyway, we're getting planks. We're going to need planks soon, which is why I'm already producing them. I'm gonna allow your priority. I don't really care about more water currently. Probably have like enough to at least feed our few beavers and also keep them from not, you know, dying of thirst. Would be nice if that actually happened. But we will see. You can make coffee. I do know that I like the hydroponic gardens. I've not used those before. I don't think that they existed in like the old version. You need power? Okay, yeah, obviously you're not working right now. Or like you are just now starting, obviously, because they just started. I was just kind of confused there for a moment. I mean, it's working. Getting a decent amount of planks. Right, we're almost full. We might need some storage for those. And we could fit in like some storage like this, and then maybe a water storage as well. Just so they have like some water nearby so they don't have to walk as far. Yeah, sure, let's just put it there. You are going to store logs? Am I? No, wait, those are the wrong warehouses. I thought about the stockpiles, not the warehouses. Industrial piles. They're also one more expensive for some reason. You're going to get logs and you're going to obtain those, so we have like logs here all the time. You like the color scheme for the buildings? I mean, I do like the dark wood. Yeah, that really works. The orange, you know, it's a decent accent color, especially with like the blue in combination. I also really like how it really looks like painted over. Right, where there's like a lot of color just kind of missing. It's cute. You know, it happens, you know? It would never happen to me, but like imagine it happening to people. I mean, that's right, I would never kill beavers. I definitely would never commit mass murder, right? But who do you think I am? A RimWorld player or Stellaris player? I would never do that. Anyway, I do like your spinning, I do like your planks. The issue is that you're not really doing a lot with that work. Maybe I should, you know, at least get like one worker over here. You are probably also kind of done. Maybe not. You have nothing to do, that's fine. You need a bit of time until this regrows. We can probably micromanage in a moment. I would like you to have some water. Just some extra storage. I don't even know how like the water getting works. I feel like they only get like water in like their off time. So yeah, logs, no haulers in this. Oh, okay, you actually need like proper haulers for that to work. Okay. Anyway, this is working. I don't care about you. One worker in here is fine. We have like more planks now. I actually go back to 2 workers then. We need more beavers and we have like 2 new ones. That's nice. Wait, why are you imagining that all the beavers are geese? That sounds really inefficient. First of all, geese don't have hands. That's like a big issue there. I feel like they couldn't even hold the hammers if they wanted to. Like just think about it for a moment. Clearly, this is the only issue here. For this very unrelated comment. You can hold that. It would be so cute to see them all trying to do those things. I don't know. I mean, have you seen geese? They're terrifying. So. You notice that I didn't participate in Goose Good Duck, by the way. I mean, to be fair, it was like at 3 AM and I was that tired, and also my internet was kind of having issues. They can throw hands though. They can absolutely be vicious. They can throw hands. They can just not hold them. What am I even going to do with like all of those planks? It might be time to unlock some stuff. I already have like some science. Might be time. At least, like, we at least need some stairs, I think. They're like really important, so I'm unlocking them already before I forget. And we are stuck in stuff, so. According to Kierkegaard, they're also communists and hate domestic abusers. Reasonable. You know? Very based. Only, you know, true geese would be that cool. Let's be honest. Sadly, I'm not that cool. How about we start planning for like the big plan that I have for later? Where would I do that? Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea. Where would I do that though? I feel like here's fine if I get like some... Oh wait, I need 120 research, okay. I need actually a lot of research here. 120 and I need the... Drought is approaching, oh no. Very bad. I have like all the materials for you, but I need a lot more science. It might be time to get more science then. While we're at it. 2 more. And then we lower your priority and yours as well. We don't really need those workers right now. It would be nicer to get like some science in before the drought hits, because I have like an idea how I want to do this, and also we have like more than enough planks. Like, you're not producing anyway, so who cares? Weirdly enough, you mentioned this TikTok video on this channel, really? I don't remember last time you mentioned this. Might be like about other facts, if that's the case, because alternatively, I might have also just forgotten, because, you know, that happens sometimes. You will not believe it, but I forget things. It was like last year. Okay, fair enough. I might have forgotten if it's like a year ago. I forgot. No. How can I forget again? Anyway, science, please. Science is up. Is there anything else? Oh wait, I can lower your priority. Then we should get like more science going tomorrow. What's your issue? Oh, broken teeth. Oh no, we have to do the broken teeth thing again. No. Well-being. Teeth grindstone. Oh, I hate it. Oh wait, this might be looking slightly different to last time. I don't know. Gotta put like one here. I don't know if I like... I mean, if it's side to side, it might be better. It's basically like a toothbrush if you think about it. Also, I'm going to increase like working also like 20 hours. Just until the drought hits, then we can lower it again. Okay. I'm gonna look at this beaver for a moment. Okay, gotta be completely honest. Like, I'm obviously not a fan of having like a grindstone against my teeth, but I already prefer this over like the other way, where like the grindstone is like constantly hitting into the teeth. So, obviously, way after you uncovered goose secrets. Where are goose secrets? I have never heard about any geese secrets. Geese secrets, I guess. So, sea geese. Yeah, this one's way better. I already prefer this one. Anyway, you're fixing your teeth. That's nice. Oh, that's actually... You can actually see how long it works. Cutting chance negative? What does cutting chance mean? Why is it a chance? Can they cut themselves? Is it actually a bonus to not have working teeth? That sounds so off if that's how it works. I guess it's gone now. Anyway, I hope the beavers are busy. You have one builder left who's not doing anything. Currently, that's fine. We have like a bit of a day left. You can actually get more water. I would like more water. I at least want all of the storage done. You still can't get like the beggar storage, right? You need gears. Okay. Would be amazing to have like a large one. Geese sometimes beat up ducks to abuse their partners. Ooh. Geese on the other hand are good partners. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. I mean, I really don't want to think about what ducks are doing. Let's be honest. Right? Even though they look friendly, they aren't. They're like the dolphins of the sky. Geese go honk and chase you after when you're not on your... Okay, yeah. I mean, that sounds like a real goose moment, let's be honest. Anyway, I still need to build this thing that I had planned. I want to put it like around here. Dolphins are... Feel free to think that. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna argue against it. Because I feel like it would ruin your fun when it comes to dolphins. Anyway, we need levies and they're 120. Ooh. Okay, so my idea is like to put in some levies. Like around here 3, then we need 3 over there. So I need to remove some of the berries. Once I remember where I can do that. So I need like this space and this space. That should work. Yeah, let's just not talk about dolphins. That's probably the easiest way to do that. We really shouldn't think about those. Also, I need to... Oh yeah, I definitely need to unlock the forester. And quick, actually. That's the next issue. Maybe I'm just gonna survive the drought like it... you know, that should be fine. Let's put the forester down here somewhere where it can reach most of the space on here. Is that like a better place? No, this might be the best one, actually. Actually, that reaches like most of the stuff except for like the very end here. We can put like some water pumps there later on. Not the very best place to do stuff, but hey. Whoever put it here, beavers are grateful for slopes. Reasonable. And then we can start planting stuff. I kind of want to go for oak again. I love just having oak everywhere. I know it's taking some time to grow and stuff, but, you know, it's fine. We're also going to get... Wait a second. How do I produce medicine? Decontamination pods? You need extract. Yeah. You forgot the dolphin part, but yeah, it's still a good quote, let's be honest. They sure are awful. The truth is, a lot of animals are actually quite awful if you think about them too much. So let's not think about animals, I guess. Where we added storage. We still have like 1 day. How about we add like even more water storage? And that should actually be enough, hopefully. Yeah, I hope. And then actually we have like the perfect space to get like another water tank like around here-ish. There needs to be a 3x3. Oh wait, they don't actually count as walls, so I would have to start over here-ish. Okay. Except for beavers? I mean, beavers are savory. I mean, beavers are great, clearly. Same with otters. Otters are also great. Important for marine life, and also they're really adorable. They hold their hands. You know, just so they don't drift apart while sleeping. Not beavers, obviously. Like, beavers, they have, like, the dams. They don't float, I think. They're just, like, living and, you know, stopping water. Also very important for the ecosystem. I feel like 120 water should let us survive, like, at least a 3-day drought, I hope. We should speed up, currently. Once the drought hits, I'm going to go back to... Am I being down? Thirst? Okay, somebody's thirsty. Then drink! Drink! Yeah. Okay, we are losing a lot of water a day? I should have paid attention to like how much they actually need. Okay, we have like 77 water. Okay, wait, you put water in there. I thought you were drinking something. Right. Delay is bad. Well, rip to that. Yeah, sometimes you just have to reload, which is annoying. Luckily, you know, sometimes I have to say, you know, I have not dropped frames in so many streams again. It's actually almost time again for my ISP to do something stupid. 4 buildings are looking work. Okay, we have like 1 worker now. Now that 1 addition beaver has grown up. Look at them. Enjoying their teeth. This is me every single morning when I'm... Oh! The forests are already going. That's nice. Oh yeah, that can be really annoying when you have like 2 streams at the same time. I feel like they really struggle. To be fair, like the Twitch clip editor in general kind of struggles for me. Like most of the time, but you know, it's fine. I mean, it's basically editing live footage, right? Like it takes some time to process. I can kind of understand it's probably not the most stable way of watching stuff. Anyway, this time we don't need to disable anything. I mean, the pumps, we don't even need to disable pumps currently. You know, now that I think about it, I should have put the pump over here. That would have probably been wise, so I can like pump water like through the entire drought. Because it's a deep water pump. If I put it like over here, that would be ideal, I think. Yeah, sure, why not? Not too bad. We still have like the space to put like all the industry over here. That's fine. And then it should work out. Yeah. Okay, we still have water from over here. It's probably just drying up and like flowing off the map. Like, look how much water just leaves the map constantly. It's quite a lot, actually. Huh. Anyway, we have droughts. You can walk wherever. Not that it changes anything. No goods in stock. You can also not work here, so I can actually stop you for now. We probably have like enough work to be done. We should probably store more water here and store more water here. Like, one of the reasons why I really like these storage tanks as well is obviously that stuff inside of storage tanks doesn't evaporate, which means it's a lot easier to store than in like large reservoirs. And you're pumping. Nice. You probably don't need to work, and you also don't need to work. No available workers? I guess you're just busy now. That's fine though. And you're busy planting all that stuff. We have like a lot of space here where nothing is planted. I mean, you shouldn't have read about... We said we don't want to talk about it, to not make you sad about it, okay? Yeah, dolphins aren't that great, sadly. I shouldn't have brought it up, I'm sorry. Should have just let you live in your illusion. Or delusion, I guess, not illusion. It would have been fine. But alas, I sadly had to be right once again. Rip to that. Anyway. Let's think about beavers not doing weird stuff. Not just good to share. I mean, yeah, but like, you don't need to know everything. Let's be honest. Especially if you're trying to like apply human values to everything. Not to say that our values are incorrect or anything, because they are probably more correct than other values that could exist. But, you know, kind of hard to think about that when it comes to like other species. Anyway, we're getting more science. We should be close to the levee. Yeah. Okay. I want to use this area. I don't actually know if you like the beavers or like the water can flow through corners. That's actually a big thing that I don't know yet. We're going to leave it like that though. We need a fluid dump as well. We don't have enough science. Aww. Doesn't even need that much space. We could probably just put it there and put like a stairway up there. We can do that. Stairway and that, and finally we're using some planks. We just have to make sure that none of the beavers get stuck. So I'm going to pause this levee over here so they can walk out later on. And we need like a similar system over here, which is why I'm already starting with it. As long as we still have like some wood, we should have enough, I hope. So 3, 3, 3, 3, like this. You are dying, that's not good, but I can also just destroy you, so I can put like a pathway there. Where's the resource destruction again? I always forget it. Destroy you. And then a pathway. Perfect. Actually, that doesn't actually help us here. I just realized. We need to do that a different way, because we need to reach it from the front. Maybe I should put it like over here-ish. It's also more central then. Okay, how about this? Let's demolish like my plan here. Demolish you. Cancel the construction. Can I do that? Yeah. I'm gonna leave it for now. I hope they're not going to die. No, it's like 6 days. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, and then we just have to wait for the dump. Shouldn't take too much longer. The water's going to start up in just a moment again. Looking forward to that. Look at all the water that we can store, by the way. It's amazing. Also, in theory, like to my understanding, they're always talking about like how pumping slows down the pumping speed. Like it's going to slow down in bad water. The question is, does that mean that we can still get regular water out of 100% contaminated water? Because if we can, then this is actually amazing, even though we don't get like a lot of water out of it, probably. Cycle 2 begins. Look at the waterfalls. Look at them. Once the weird label is gone. Yay, water. We love water. The water's great. Yay. And all the trees are getting destroyed. It died. Yeah, gonna have to test it. I'm guessing it's going to be like a percentage based on the contamination. So like 50% contamination is like 50% speed, and 100% contamination would be 0% speed. Is my guess. I don't know how correct I am about that though. It's all dying out. Water and healthy. Okay, you should be able to replant now, and all the beavers should be happy in a moment. I hope. Water and healthy. Yeah, like the breweries could get, you know, could get close at some point. Anyway. Oh yeah, I already destroyed like all the stuff here. That's annoying. I would really prefer to have it like more centrally located. Maybe I should put it over here. Then I can put like the farmland down here. The bad water doesn't look too good. I mean, it makes sense. We have like a spring over here for that stuff. And it's going to be get cleaned in just a moment, so I don't really care that much. Okay, how about we do it slightly differently? If I... It's actually not the worst place, I think. Right, we would have to move like some of the farms, so that's fine. We can just have like something else here that's like not too water reliant, comparatively at least. So if I do this... and 2 layers of you, and then I would have to rotate you though. It's not the worst thing though. We can just move the storage house in a moment to over here probably, because again, like this side is not going to guaranteed get water. So yeah, maybe we can just have like more storage in general there. Medium warehouse, sure. Going to place like one there and like another one on the other side once I destroy more stuff. What's the item in storage called? That is... Wait, that's not the berries. They had the kohlrabis, right? They're probably pronounced differently. I'm just pronouncing it like the German way. I'm guessing they're not kohlrabies or something like that. That would be weird, I think. Are you trying to store? Did you just eat that stuff? You might have just eaten that. Store you here. Why does this kohl have rabies? Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe we can figure out in the future. Ooh, level 6. Nice. They are so happy. And we also have like a lot of science again. Now the only issue is that we don't really have like a lot of wood left. We should probably start over here with this levee. Now that we can close it, and then we can put a fluid dump on top of it. And this 3x, like from my testing at least, like from what I've seen, it used to be able, like in the very beginning, like 4 years ago, used to be able to have like a 1x1, fill it with water, and have like so much fertile ground around it. Now it seems like you need a 3x3 for it to mean like anything, basically. Because otherwise you just don't get enough water. Now my question is, does the water drain through like the corners here? Because that obviously would mean that we would need to put in more levees. But that should be like the first experiment, which is why I should probably prioritize that stuff. Yeah, prioritize that for a moment. And you can dump water, that's the right selection. And we should probably lower the priority on you guys. You don't need as much science currently. Let's get the other stuff going. Like if you have like enough workers, that's fine. But for now, let's get this stuff going. Come on, workers. Also, I completely forgot about lowering the work time. Okay, you're putting water in. And normally we only need to do that like during droughts. But for now I want to see. It doesn't seem to spill over like this. Perfect. And the thing is, so every, like to my understanding, every single one of those blocks basically, right? Like 1x1x1 blocks is to my understanding 5 units of water. Which means that one of those tanks holds like 6, like one of those tanks is worth like most of this already. So if we put like some, what's it called? Like some platforms on here, then we could just put a regular tank on top of that, and then we have like all the water storage it needs for like probably a drought or so. Because water slowly evaporates, but not that quickly, right? So it should actually last quite some time. But yeah, like this island should be green all year round now, which is nice. Which means that I want to place like mostly wood everywhere for the forester. And then all the spaces where we can't use wood, we are probably going to just place something else, right? Like the industry or like just some storage. This is going to be like a wood island later on. We will probably have to increase the space at some point, but for now it's fine. Okay, you should be emptied. Yeah, let's destroy you and then let's put in some pathways. You're also going to be harvested soon. We currently only have berries, which is... could be better. Let's put the dump in the corner, I guess. Yeah, sure. That's actually better. I mean, it's mostly important in case I want to put like some tanks or stuff on here. It's probably better to put it on the edge. But I would say this one's probably less important to build. You should probably not build it before it's done. And again, like we don't actually need to pump water inside of here. I mean, we should probably, so all the other pumps can run. Regular priority on you as well on you. Yeah, sure. We should probably produce water all the time. Since we also have to move it and stuff, it's probably reasonable to keep all of these tanks full. As filled as possible at least. Anyway. This should be safe enough now, I hope. And we can probably expand the tree area for like all the trees that we have here. Oak. And until here, this corner there. Yep, that should be fine. It already marked everything else. Yeah, we can already cut all of those trees. Perfect. I'm going to leave like this side for industry for now, just because I have it. That reminds me, you can also produce planks again, because we don't really have any. Also, maybe, just maybe, we should actually plant some other trees so we get some trees, just like temporarily, because I feel like we're kind of out of wood and we need more wood, and they are going to grow very slowly. I mean, 30 days? Yeah, it's going to take some time. Can I... Okay, my thought process currently is I can't actually harvest those trees like at all. I don't actually know if you can get wood out of dead trees. But even if you could, you can't actually put the wood feather, what are they called? Like the lumberjack flags into the water. I mean, you can, but they don't work. So That's an issue. So ideally I would like to go over here to harvest this stuff, but that would mean that we need at least a little bit more wood, which we don't have. I mean, we have like a little bit over here. You could at least harvest like the last few ones. And then we can destroy you. Probably should have paid attention to that and not ran out of wood. Yeah, for now. You know what? I have an idea. You have already planks inside of here. I'm just gonna destroy it. We are going to get the stuff back because it's not been built yet. Did you die yet? Probably. No? Cat 1, cat 3? 2 of you died. I guess. Rip to those. No, wait, I only had like 3, right? So only 2 died. Ah, fair enough. When did you die? Oh, there. Day 2-1. You died of old age. All those old people in chat all the time. I can't believe it. Anyway, I want to get the planks back. I don't really need them currently. Also, I would like to demolish these buildings. I don't think that they already have like anything inside of them. Yeah, they didn't have any wood stored up yet. Just because I don't really need to build that right now until I get some wood ready. Did I mark those? Yeah, I did mark those. Okay. There's like one tree we can't reach, but hey. I just call you old? No, no, no. I just called people in chat who are old. Like me, for example. Don't forget, you're old if you're 27. Once you're 28 again, you're fine again, right? You're like basically fresh out of the womb. Fresh out of the growth vat. Can't believe this. Oh, bless. Yeah. You know, it's like an attitude thing, I think. And you can't get older than me, I guess. Like the stairs, you still need a log. That's actually still an issue. Is it though? No, actually, I can probably prioritize this to get a log. I'm the oldest. I have it like in the Guinness Book of World Records. That's just like me. That's like my face next to word of for old. I was born 1 foot in the grave. And then they did surgery on those feet. It did not improve the situation. Anyway, let's get some lumberjack flags over here. We should be able to do it over here. Once I get like a singular log, we can at least harvest those. Not plant. I want to chop it all down. And then I need some more stairs for the stuff up here, because this is actually worth it, I would say. Yeah, let's put it some pathways over here, so you can actually work and also cut those trees. Also, talking about cutting things, I might actually cut the stream soon, because it obviously happened very late. I know it's a short stream, but I also said it would be a short stream. When no one is saying good to hear you, I kind of missed that one. I'm sorry. Clearly. I'm sorry for missing that one. Have a good night. I will probably end here in 10ish minutes. So yeah, have some sweet dreams, and I hope your beavers don't die of old age. I mean, 46. So I can't believe this. I feel like beavers, they live to 50ish, maybe? How old are beavers getting? I have like no idea actually. I know it scales with like life expectancies. Ooh, you could get 20% more if I get you happy, so. Yeah, dream of healthy beavers who don't do any creepy stuff. That would be amazing. And thanks for hanging out and stuff. Okay, let's get the water rolling. This is working, that's nice. You are doing that stuff. We still don't have any wood. Actually, no wood. Are you already building on the stairs? Oh, you've already built those stairs. That's perfect. Okay, so we should get like some wood supply here. In just a moment. You're working perfect. So we can get like that wood that should last us until some of the oaks have grown. Like they're going to be like so efficient, so I'm not actually that worried about what's happening here. And you can actually reach, basically, yeah, you can actually reach all those spaces that the forester can also reach. That's perfect. Actually a little bit more, but alas, we can't actually harvest them. Is there something else I want to put down? I mean, probably some blueberries, but probably need like another space for those. So we are just going to leave it like that for now. And look at those beavers harvesting. Maybe we need like another farm soon. We also need like more wood for that stuff. Okay, like we are actually just struggling with wood for now. That kind of reminds me of old games that are definitely not just a week or two old. We also struggled with wood like in the beginning, but you can definitely produce enough once you get it rolling, right? It's just like the forester kind of situation. Once that guy gets to planting all of that stuff, it's going to be fine. I hope. Just have to make sure that actually every single space is going to be an oak. But I obviously have to wait until like the pine seedlings have grown and they have been chopped down so I can actually replace them. I could obviously just remove them manually, but I feel like it's too much work. It's fine like this. Okay. You should be getting to the amount of wood that I actually need. That's perfect. You don't actually have work here, so I am going to destroy that flag and start building the levees again. That should be fine. We should be producing enough. Oh no, we're actually not producing those currently. Regular priority maybe? We have like 13 logs, they're already filled up, so they are gone anyway, so. We can also just create some planks now. Because we're going to need some of them soon. So I'd rather have them than not. Okay, can you harvest them quickly enough? I don't think so. We gotta go, work is all done. Enjoy beavering. I will enjoy the last few minutes of beavering. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks for hanging out. See ya next time. Let's see. I still need to remove all of that stuff here. Can I do anything with like those leftovers, by the way? I don't think so. Anyway, let's see. You have some wood over here. You're at least transporting it over from like over here to here. And then we can also get some over there once that's filled. That's nice. So the beavers don't have to walk constantly. And you're basically done. That's perfect. So we have like all the resources we need. Now you can get busy on the levees over here. And also obviously the dump. Gonna lower the priority on that one though. Okay. I feel like we are in a stable position for next time. I'm not gonna wait for like everything to happen here. Next time, so next week at some point, I don't know when exactly, probably like sometimes Monday to Wednesday, hopefully. I don't know yet exactly when. We are going to continue this and nothing bad is ever going to happen. Also, I feel like 2 growth vats are actually probably a decent number currently. Actually, part of the issue is that we are not getting berries, I just saw. Okay, so I should probably have like 1 gatherer flag going all the time. Anyway, how about we save it here? Let me switch over here. Thank you all for watching. I had a wonderful time and I hope you at least got some enjoyment out of talking about different animals here. Something like that. Anyway, I'll be seeing you next time again. Sunday, more Zelda, and next week we are going to have like more beavers and stuff. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you. Till then, have a good one, and bye-bye.